Deep in Birmingham, Alabama, an enormous iron factory still stands. The fires are gone, but the machinery, the towers, and the shadows remain. This is Sloss Furnaces, one of the last blast furnace sites preserved in the world. Sloss Furnaces National Historic Landmark is an industrial site that operated from 1882 to 1971. It produced pig iron, the iron used for buildings, railroads, and bridges across the South. Today, it is a public museum and an important reminder of America's industrial age. 1880 to 1882, the beginning. The story starts in the early 1880s. Birmingham had huge deposits of iron ore, limestone, and coal. Businessman James Withers Sloss built this furnace to use those natural resources. The first blast furnace started running in 1882. 1900 to 1930, the boom years. In the early 1900s, Sloss Furnaces became one of the largest pig iron producers in the region. The plant ran non-stop, 24 hours a day. Trains brought raw materials, and molten iron was poured into long sand molds. 1930 to 1960, expansion and modernization. The site expanded. New boilers, new blowing engines. Sloss became a major industrial power, helping shape Birmingham into a growing manufacturing centre. 1971, the end of an era. After almost 90 years, the furnaces shut down in 1971. The machines cooled. The workers left. But the city understood its importance and decided to preserve it. 1981, National Historic Landmark. In 1981, the site was saved and listed as a National Historic Landmark. It became the first industrial site of its kind in the United States to be preserved. Hidden unique features. 1. The blast furnaces. The two main blast furnaces are the tallest structures here. They once reached temperatures above 1,600 degrees Celsius. Molten iron flowed from these towers into the casting area. Underground tracks and tunnels. The site has small underground rail lines that carried raw materials. Although not all tunnels are open to the public, many original tracks still remain. The blowing engines. These giant engines pumped powerful air blasts into the furnace. The air made the fire burn hotter and stronger. They were the heart of the entire operation. The casting shed. This long shed is where molten iron was poured into sand molds. The molds created iron bars known as pigs. The entire process was extremely hot and dangerous. The water tower and raw materials area. The large water tower and storage areas show how the site handled huge amounts of ore, limestone, and coke. Everything was organized for non-stop production. The sounds and heat of the past. Imagine standing here, metal clanging, steam roaring, fire glowing bright red. It was dangerous, exhausting, but also the heartbeat of Birmingham. Present-day situation. Today, Sloss Furnaces is no longer a factory. It's an open-air museum visited by thousands every year. People come for history tours, photography, iron pouring workshops, art shows, and cultural events. It also hosts art events, concerts, festivals, and metal pouring workshops. Artists still melt iron here, but now for creative work, not industrial production. Sloss Furnaces is now one of the most photographed industrial sites in the United States. Its rusted structures and tall stacks create a dramatic and cinematic landscape. From a roaring factory to a silent landmark, Sloss Furnaces stands as a reminder of the workers, the machinery, and the fire that once shaped Birmingham. Today, it tells a story of industry, innovation, and transformation. Thank you for watching. See you in the next documentary.